Welcome back to Talk Game Tuesday. For the people that don't know, I'm your host Solomon here with my mom.
What up, y'all? It's your girl Toya.
Oh yeah, like I say every episode of Talk Game Tuesday, this ain't nothing new. This just outside show to Be Different podcast where we just do a recap of all the things that went over the previous weekend. Y'all know y'all can listen to Top Game Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast, all at the Be Different podcast.
And y'all already know what it is. Follow us on our social media pages, Instagram @_Be Different Podcast, X @_Be Different Pod. Go on YouTube, like and subscribe to our channel, Be Different Podcast.
Oh yeah, man. But we go ahead and get into today's episode.
Before we get started, we got to issue an apology, man.
Who?
We do.
For who?
About the visual from Saturday.
Yeah, you right, y'all. We're supposed to have a visual for Saturday on the last episode of the podcast, our special Super Bowl special episode where we had our guests, both Jerry and two of the big 50s. Y'all know him and Jerry and Bean. But our camera ran out of storage and we lost the audio file. We just got some new audio stuff coming in too that we playing around with. So last week we just decided just to have just a background and the audio like he'd be on Top Game Tuesday.
But y'all know we working it out. Y'all already know we are working it out.
Yep.
Hey, before we get started, shout out Oklahoma High School girls and boys basketball teams.
Yep. I was so about to just say that.
The girls got the win last night on Monday night against Myrtle, 51-48.
Uh-huh.
And the boys got the win about an hour ago tonight against Faulkner. Their score was 81-67.
Yep.
So way to go, be great, ladies and gentlemen. Keep playing. Friday night, the girls will play in Hickory Flat.
Yep.
And Saturday night, the boys will travel to Biggersville and play them. So
yeah, both of them games at 6:00.
y'all continue to go out there playing, be great. The road to Jackson. Let's go, y'all.
Yep. Like she said, shout out to both the girls and us boys. We both have made it to the second round of the playoff, man. And shout out Coach Clifton, bro.
Yeah, that's right. What up, Coach?
Like not even just only Coach Clifton, but all the coaches that's coached both girls and boy high school team. Cause that's a lot of pressure. You got to coach one team, then turn around, coach another team, then turn around, have another practice. You got to do all this time. That's a lot on the coach, man. Put a lot of stress and it's just a lot on your body.
Yeah, we thank y'all and we appreciate y'all. Coach Clifton, Coach Anderson, Coach Ford, Coach Brumby.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coaching the girls and the boys. And hey, y'all doing something right. We both going to the second round.
Something getting done right. So hey, shout out to them, man.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, but we're gonna give y'all a disclosure. You can say this episode of Talk Game Tuesday not gonna be too long. Come be real with y'all. We just finna talk about it what everybody else been talking about today.
Super Bowl Sunday,
man. I called it.
You did. Tuda did too. Tuda said Kansas City gonna win by 3.
Like I said, I knew the 49ers were going to come out there and put up a good fight. And I wanted to bet with the 49ers. I did, but you can't count Pat out, bro.
You can't count Pat out.
You cannot count Patrick Mahomes out,
and
bro.
Honestly, I wasn't a fan of either team. I know I picked the 49ers, but that was a good game. That was a great Super Bowl. And for me, the championship game is supposed to go like that. It's supposed to go on overtime.
Exactly, especially if your championship game gonna have the best team.
The best two teams. Right.
I hate when the championship game be like blowout because no way you telling me these the best two teams
exactly.
And it's a blowout like that. It gotta be some type of competition.
Yep. And so I really enjoyed the game. And for those of you who don't know, Kansas City won 25-22. They got a touchdown in overtime.
Yeah, but at the end of the game, see, that new overtime rule really what messed me up because I didn't know. I knew on Madden that it was like they were like, okay, we go overtime in Madden. I get a chance to score a touchdown. And even if I do score, you still get another chance to go score a touchdown. I didn't know that they had changed it like that for the whole, like in real life too.
And I really still don't understand the rules because like you said when we were watching the game, Tony Romo was making it seem like if the time run out, it's just another quarter.
I guess it was. I remember that. I heard them saying that too. But I think you get that chance either way going. Like you said, it's the Super Bowl. You gotta have a winner. So I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna go look more into it. But I think with the new rule, you get a chance regardless of the time go out or not. Okay. The team got to get a stop for the game to be over.
Okay. A defensive stop. Yeah. Okay. See, I didn't know that. And I don't know if you saw this on social media or not, but some of the 49ers players were saying they didn't know the overtime rules either.
I think they haven't been pushing it because like I told you last night, with this overtime rule change, you would think there'll be way more ties this season than there usually be. Yeah. But it really wasn't even no ties at all this season.
It wasn't.
Because the NFL wasn't pushed. You know how if you change the rule, they push it out. Like everybody know this overtime rule wasn't pushed out there.
Let me tell you the stats, though, from some of the stats from that game. Brock Purdy, 23 of 38, 255 yards and a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Patrick Mahomes was 34 of 46, 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Christian McCaffrey had 22 carries for 80 yards. Patrick Mahomes was the Chiefs' leading rusher with 9 carries for 66 yards. He did break out for a couple big runs.
Patrick Mahomes, you could tell by watching the game, Patrick Mahomes was scared to run that ball.
Yeah.
It was time where he could have broke off easily, but he didn't want to. Well, I ain't going to say he didn't want to. Well, he didn't want to because I can say he was scared. But at the end of the game, when he broke that run and had got that first down, he was like, yeah, okay, I can run this ball.
Get this,
he came back right after that and broke another like 15-yard run.
The receivers, Christian McCaffrey had 8 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. Travis Kelce had 9 receptions for 93 yards. I'm going to tell you what made a difference in this game to me. And this is going to be an unpopular opinion. Debo didn't show up.
He didn't. But
Debo did not show up.
I know. I'm going to tell you what made a difference in this game. George Kittle didn't show up.
George Kittle
haven't showed up all season, in my opinion, because the way how him and Travis Kelce were both in the conversation was arguing like who the number 1 tight end. George Kittle didn't do anything.
He did not do anything. You didn't
hear his name about nothing, but when they played like teams that they knew that was gonna blow out.
Yep. I agree with you. He did not show up. And who else I thought didn't show up for the 49ers? They speaking of let's talk about their defense though. The 49ers defense, they were getting the pass.
Exactly.
Chase and Bosa.
If Greenlaw, I honestly can say this. I still have Patrick Mahomes winning that game, but if Greenlaw stays healthy and plays that whole entire game, I can see the outcome being different. Because we saw that on their first drive. The Chiefs weren't moving that ball. They couldn't move that ball at all in their first drive. Their first few drives, they could not move that ball. But when Greenlaw got hurt, you could see like not a change in the 49ers defense because they were still playing, but you could tell that they were missing that extra piece.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also, I think I don't want to say this right now because it's still pertaining to the Super Bowl, but we'll talk about it later. On the Chiefs side, though, one of the doctors I work with, he said it best. Chris Jones didn't get a sack, but he had some key plays at key moments of the game.
He got them. He made the play when the play needed to be made.
Yeah, he disrupted Brock Purdy. He might not have sacked him, but he disrupted the throw that he was trying to make.
Yep.
And that's what great players do, you know. And again, the Chiefs gonna have to pay him this offseason.
Yeah, they're going to
have to pay him now.
If I'm Chris Jones, I'm not asking for nothing less to be the number 1 play defensive.
I got to be number 1 now. You didn't give it to me last year?
Bro, you didn't give it to me last year after I proved what I can do. Then I came back to back again and did it twice.
Yeah, you got to pay me now.
If you don't pay me, I'm leaving.
What they say, the price just went up.
Exactly.
The price has gone up tremendously now.
The team didn't do nothing but put themselves in a bigger hole.
Yep, that's all they did. But I did read something on social media, too, that said Patrick Mahomes is taking a page out of Tom Brady's book, and he's gonna restructure his contract
to get some help,
to get lower money so they can keep the pieces they need and bring in some more people.
That's what you gotta do because the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes signed his major contract in 2020. He signed a 10-year deal then.
Yep.
The Chiefs been paying him his money. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where he's coming from there because you got to keep your player like Chris Jones. And that's a good teammate.
Like you said, you want to keep this core together.
Exactly. You got to keep players like Chris Jones that lead your defense. You got to keep players like Travis Kelce.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They give you help on offense. And you got to bring in some more receivers because, yes, you got by what you had because you got arguably the greatest quarterback right now. You know what I'm saying? But you got to still give him some help.
You got to give him some help. And like what we talked about on the podcast Saturday, what we talk about notable free agents. Calvin Ridley would not be a bad pickup for the Chiefs. You pick up
Calvin Ridley, keep Rasheed Rice, get what's his name? Bowden Scallon, June number 11.
Yeah.
He keep him because he'll make a play. He drop a few balls here and there, but he will make a play. And Nicole Harmon, Travis Kelce, you good right there.
You got your offense right there.
Exactly.
But who your running back?
You still got Pacheco.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about him.
You still got Pacheco. You still got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, the Super Bowl was a great game. But let me tell you this: what I just saw on social media. Brandon Ayuk, what kind of game you thought he had?
I'm trying to think. Brandon Ayuk. I know who you're talking about, but I'm trying to think.
You trying to think of what did he do? How many times did he get the ball?
I mean, he had an okay game. The time where I did see him catch the ball thrown to him, he pretty much caught him.
The ball was only thrown to him twice.
He caught both of them?
He caught both of them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He
tweeted this. Don't forget what got you there. With the eye emoji.
Exactly, bro.
He got a point.
I've been saying Brandon Ayuk is the sleeper that don't nobody talk about.
I agree with you.
Like, his stats be way better than Debo.
Yep.
It's just people don't talk about him like Debo because he don't move all around the field.
Like Debo.
He go make those big catches. They get them all the way down the field, and then they just hand the ball off to Chris McCaffrey or Debo on the sweep or run play.
And you remember on the podcast, I said if the 49ers want to win this game, Brandon Ayuk going to have a game.
Exactly.
But how can he have a game if you only throw him the ball twice?
But Jennings had a game too for the 49ers.
Jennings took the place of Ayuk in that game. But I understand Ayuk's frustration.
Exactly.
Because like
it's a big game. You've been using me all season. You don't even look my way in the big moments.
He's going to be, I think Brandon Ayuk would be another T. Higgins. Want to be a wide receiver one.
But he just can't because he got that like, even though his stats might be better, he might be playing better the whole time.
Yep.
He still got that other receiver that's considered the star.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
And so, I mean, when his contract is up, I could see him possibly leaving the 49ers because he want to be that wide receiver, you know. And I don't blame him. You want your chance like everybody else, you know. So that's going to be interesting to watch. And I have no idea when his contract is up.
I don't either, but like I said, like you said, that's a good comparison. Him and T. Higgins, because they both want to be there. Number one receiver, they both want to make that money, and they shown that they can do it though.
They've proven
in their play that they can do it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Both have proven it. I got a question for you though, and I asked you this question on the podcast, but I'm gonna see if your answer has changed. Kyle Shanahan, this is his third Super Bowl.
And he done lost every last one.
He done lost all of them. You get rid of him or you keeping him? It's a bunch of dead air right there, buddy.
I don't know because like I can't even say it's his fault, bro. Like that was a good Super Bowl game,
and
bro.
Honestly, I don't think he coached a bad game. I was talking to Coach Bogan at the game tonight. Like she said, if we had made that extra point, extra point,
like that's just a good football game. You can't ask for nothing else more than that. Like your team played, you coach, you did everything that you could do. You put your whole team in that position to win the game.
Yeah,
it's just the Chiefs is a great football team.
The Chiefs are the Chiefs.
Exactly. The Chiefs are a great football team. I can't even blame him. The 49ers have nobody to blame for that Super Bowl though. Like, yes, you could say, well, we could have did this, we could have did that there. They played a good competitive game. The Chiefs did too. It's just you gotta have a winner and a loser, and the Chiefs just won.
I was talking to somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but we were talking about. Oh, I know who it was. D-Dog. Yeah, at the school today. We were talking about when the Chiefs had the ball at the end of the game, the leading go into overtime. Why the 49ers was letting them get them little short slant routes 7 yards a play.
Exactly.
I mean, eventually them 7 yards turning into first downs, and you letting them get closer and closer.
Exactly.
Like
I didn't understand that neither, but I see where that 49ers came from because you don't want to give up the big shot early. You want to make them maneuver the ball down, but it's the Chiefs though.
And exactly.
Versus the Chiefs, you got to play. It don't matter how big you up. You got to be in them boy face all game long, pedal to the middle. Just like the same way with the 49ers.
Yep.
Both of them teams, you got to play them all game long. No breaks.
Now, I do think on that particular drive, I would have had, I was like, look, y'all stay with them, run man. We playing man. But I would have had my defensive front trying to sack Mahomes too because they were getting to him all game.
They just couldn't get him down like Nick Bosa.
Yeah. Nick Bosa was getting
back
to him.
He just couldn't get him down.
And Chase Young had a better game than I thought he would have.
Yep.
You know, so like you said though, all in all, it was a good game. And to answer the question that I asked you about Kyle Shanahan, I'm on the fence about it too. It's like you get us there, but you can't get us the win.
Exactly.
But
this one I really can't now. Not the first time, but the last time the Chiefs played the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
2020.
Yeah. Now that year, I can say it was coach because they blew like a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter. Like that's just I don't know what that is.
So are you saying they missed their opportunity to get rid of him then? 4 seasons ago?
Yeah, pretty much because that was their opportunity to win it. Then you gave up 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but let's move on. You want to talk about this tonight or keep it for Saturday?
What?
The Travis Kelce and the Reed stuff.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. What Travis Kelce did needs to be talked about way more.
Did you see what AJ Brown tweeted?
Yes, he's right. If it would have been
let me say, AJ Brown tweeted, y'all. For y'all that don't know, Travis Kelce got in Andy Reid's face during the game. It was about some play, and it looked like he kind of bumped him.
What happened was when Isaiah Pacheco fumbled, Travis Kelce was supposed to be in the game blocking, but they had one of they second string tight ends in, and he missed the blocking assignment. That's how bro got on the ball to come strip it. And Travis Kelce was basically telling Andy Reid, like, I should have been in the effing game. You know what I'm saying? And he walked up to him like he wanted like bowled up on him, bumped, like chest bumped and pushed him. Like
right. And AJ Brown retweeted the picture and said, if this would have been me, I would have been out of the league. Do you agree with him?
Yes, if it would have been any black man in the NFL, they would have been out of the league.
It would have been talked about more.
It would have been all over ESPN, all over Sports Center, all over the news, but trying to make whoever did it look bad.
Exactly. I agree. I think, and like I told y'all, like I've been saying, I rock with Travis, but this is one time that
he in the wrong.
He is wrong. He was completely wrong. And ESPN, Fox Sports, all y'all wrong for not covering it the way you would have covered it if it had been an AJ Brown or a DK Metcalf. Exactly. I mean, y'all would have been saying, "Oh, he's angry. It doesn't take that much."
Y'all would have been saying, "Man, you're supposed to do your coach like that."
Exactly. So why aren't the media people, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, why y'all ain't calling him out the way you would have called the brother out? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You're right, but I haven't watched. Well, you're right. If they would have said something, I would have been shouting.
It would have been all on social media and everything. Somebody would have made a TikTok about it. So they brushing it under the rug.
Yep. You know who they're for though.
Yeah.
Some Swifties.
Yeah, exactly.
But before we close the episode, had you seen that? You saw that TikTok?
About what?
About how they gave the Chiefs an extra down.
Yes, I saw that. Mm-hmm. And then when I saw it on TikTok, I was like, I watched the game. That didn't happen.
I was thinking too. Then I kept scrolling, popped
and
up again.
And it kept popping up and popping up and popping up.
Popped up again. I was like, oh yeah, this happened here. They cheated them.
Yep, they did. And how nobody caught that is beyond me.
I didn't even see it.
I didn't either. And we watched the game.
And I remember that exact drive.
Yes.
I do not remember this happening.
I don't either, but people, I mean,
like this video evidence.
Yes,
like
video evidence. It is. But hey.
But for the people that don't know what we're talking about, on the last drive of the game, well, not the game, but before overtime, the last drive of the regulation before overtime, the Chiefs was driving the ball down, and Patrick Mahomes, they had the ball on the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes threw to Travis Kelce. They got a first down, put them on the 36-yard line. After that, they ran another play. Patrick Mahomes scrambled and only got like 2 or 3 yards, so it was supposed to be 2nd and 7. Remind you now, they just got a first down. After when they started the ball on 25, it was first down then. They threw it 11 yards, got to 36, made it 1st and 10 again. Now, after Patrick Mahomes scrambled, it's supposed to be 2nd and 7, either 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 8, because he only got about 2-3 yards. They put on the screen again, first down, got 1st and 10, a whole new set of down.
Yep, and like I said, I don't know. We missed it, so I guess. But anyway,
that's a big screw up there.
I think we need to talk about this Saturday.
What?
Are we considering the Chiefs a dynasty now? You want to talk about it now or wait till the podcast?
We keep that for Saturday.
Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments.
I got to think about it a little bit more. So we got to think about it a little bit more.
Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. Are the Kansas City Chiefs considered a dynasty now? We going to give y'all our opinions on it on the episode Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else?
No, I think that's about it, y'all. Like I said in the beginning, we really was just going to be talking about the Super Bowl this episode because everybody watched last night. So y'all know.
Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night. Well, I said last night.
Today Tuesday.
Oh, today is Tuesday. You right. You right. But yeah, like I said, y'all go make sure to listen to the most recent episode of the Be Different podcast. I've been slacking, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, cause it's just been busy. I haven't been putting the recent episodes on Apple Podcasts and stuff, but all of them are on YouTube. YouTube is up to date. So y'all just make sure to go listen on YouTube and watch the videos and tune into the old episode. But I'm gonna get back on track for y'all, cause we gotta stay consistent.
Oh, one more thing that we ain't talk about. MVP.
Yes, we did.
No.
MVP, Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
I know. Do you think he deserved it?
Yes.
I do too. I agree with the MVP
Like, Patrick
this
Mahomes
year.
led
I
them.
agree. Yeah. He played a great game.
Exactly. And
He had an interception, but I mean, Patrick, I'm not a fan of Patrick, but I do recognize greatness when I see it, and the boy is great. That's all
Patrick
I can
Mahomes
say.
is great, man.
He is
Like,
great.
That man is a different breed.
Yeah, he is
Like,
definitely a different
Like,
breed.
he's a be different type of guy for real.
Hey, when Chris come on the show, Patrick, you can come too. I might not be a fan, but you still can
yeah,
come. I
Pat
can
Mahomes,
talk to you.
for real.
Because I'm calling it now. I'm claiming.
Yeah, Chris
Chris
gonna be on
Jones
this
will
podcast.
be on this podcast.
No cap, on the Be Different
Very
podcast.
near future. So all of y'all that listen and got contacts with him and friends with him,
Go ahead and
y'all
let him know.
We want him on the Be Different podcast. You got anything else though?
Nah, I think that's about it for this episode.
All right, y'all. Don't y'all forget to come out Friday night to Hickory Flat and support the Oklahoma Lady Chieftains as they take on Hickory Flat. And Saturday night, y'all come out to Biggersville and support the boys as we play Biggersville.
Yep.
Until next time, I'm Toya.
I'm Solomon.
Remember, be different.
Peace. That was another episode of Top Game Tuesday. Make sure to listen and download Top Game Tuesday along with the Be Different podcast on Saturday at 2 o'clock on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast, all at the Be Different podcast.
As always, you can follow us on our social media pages, Instagram @_Be Different Podcast, Twitter @_Be Different Pod. Make sure to go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Be Different Podcast.